Hey, Neil Patrick Harris here. I'm at the opening of It Should Have Been You. Go see it. You're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your catch-up on everything that went down on the Great White Way this week. Or as we like to think of it, the only office that has a Darren Criss glitter shrine in the closet. Wait, are we not supposed to talk about that? Whoops! Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Beth?
After 14 years, Mamma Mia has set a closing date. The musical began its Broadway life soon after 9/11 and brought joy, ABBA's greatest hits, and a whole lot of spandex to a shaken city. Mamma Mia will wrap its run on September 5th at the Broadhurst Theater after 5,765 performances, making it the 8th longest running show in Broadway history. That's a whole lot of ruffled bell-bottoms, beach balls, hair dryers used as microphones, and of course, dancing queens. Thank you for the music, Mamma Mia.
The Royal Crown is currently being represented on the Great White Way by the just recouped The Audience and Wolf Hall, but it doesn't look like the British invasion is letting up anytime soon. Fresh off its victory at the Olivier Awards, where it was named Best Play, Mike Bartlett's King Charles III is headed to Broadway's Music Box Theatre this fall. Starring Tim Pigott-Smith in the title role, the play takes place in a future London where Queen Elizabeth is dead and Prince Charles has ascended the throne. Directed by Rupert Gould, King Charles III will open on November 1st.
Gloria and Emilio Estefan have chosen their Broadway doppelgangers. Newcomer Anna Villafane and Josh Segarra, who played a b-ball hunk in Lysistrata Jones, will headline as the pop music icons in the new bio-musical On Your Feet. Directed by Tony winner Jerry Mitchell, the new show will use all the duo's big hits to tell their amazing story to the top of the Billboard charts. Gloria Estefan told Broadway.com not to worry because Come On Shake Your Body Baby, the iconic song Conga, will finally be on the Broadway stage, and she expects every last one of you to be shaking it in the aisles.
Sunny Afternoon, the Kinks biomusical, was the big winner at the Olivier Awards, garnering 4, including Best Musical. A View from the Bridge won 3, including Best Revival and Best Actor for Mark Strong. Other notable honorees at the UK's equivalent of the Tonys, held once again at London's Royal Opera House, included 89-year-old and 5-time Tony winner Angela Lansbury, who won her first Olivier for Blithe Spirit. Better late than never for the British acting legend.
Who is this man? What sort of devil is he? Oh, it's Earl Carpenter, who's reprising his role as Javert in the Broadway revival of Les Miserables beginning May 12th. Carpenter, who previously starred in the Toronto production of the hit musical, succeeds original star Will Swenson, who will depart the production on May 10th. We're wishing a warm welcome to Earl Carpenter as he tracks down prisoner 24601 and surveys the stars.
Hi, I'm Beth Malone, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
This week's Hot Shot features an exclusive pick by Broadway.com photographer Bruce Glickus of Wolf Hall stars Nathaniel Parker, Lydia Leonard, and Ben Miles enjoying some bubbly. The stars had a lot to celebrate. Not only did they open the 2-part 5-hour epic about power and persuasion in Tudor England, Parker nabbed an Olivier Award for his role as Henry VIII. Congrats to all.
Off-Broadway hit Hand to God has now brought its devilish puppets to the Great White Way. So at the show's recent opening night, I asked the stars, if you were to have naughty puppet sex with any puppet, which puppet would you pick? Check out their answers in this week's pop poll.
That's just going to cause a rash, though. Is there a rubber puppet out there?
I have a thing for Tyrone.
Tyrone?
The Count from Sesame Street.
I would definitely want to do some naughty stuff to Big Bird.
Miss Piggy, without a doubt.
She's got all the curves. That's what you want, all the curves, places to hold on to.
Just the amount of flesh available.
What popped into my mind was Miss Piggy, but I don't think that that's right. I think Elmo might be fun too.
Janice from the Muppet Show band.
Fozzie, he's kind of out of control, right?
I think I would go Gonzo because that guy's a freak. I mean, he'll do anything. He's got that nose.
Maybe Abby Cadabby.
Very good.
Don't tell my kids because they would look at me in a whole different way, so.
Let's take a moment to applaud a very special Olivier Award winner who's currently playing one of the most clever, spirited, and loving moms on Broadway. Her luminous performance as Sylvia Llewellyn-Davies in Finding Neverland, which opens April 15th at the Lunt-Fontanne Theatre, is one that deserves to be revered and rewarded. Whether she's wooing co-star Matthew Morrison with her everlasting charms, tenderly corralling her brood of rambunctious boys, or bringing the audience to tears with her beautiful song, All That Matters, your eyes never leave her. For being the big, beating heart of the magical Finding Neverland, Laura Michelle Kelly, you're our star of the week.
Big thumbs up to an American Paris star, Brandon Uranowitz, who made a little bit of Broadway history on the new hit musical's premiere by being the first person ever to document a Broadway opening on the brand new Broadway.com Periscope account. In case you didn't know, this new app allows you to broadcast video live from your phone, and Uranowitz made great use of it, letting fans follow and interact with him throughout the day and night, giving us some never-before-seen moments along the way. Of course, this will now become an industry standard, but Brandon will always remember you were our first.
Thumbs down to my introduction to the Broadway.com show last week. But I said you would soon be getting the scoop in a new vlog from the man who plays Scoop on The Great White Way, Jason Biggs. Turns out, like all the men in my life, and indeed the character he portrays in the Heidi Chronicles, there was some sort of unexplained commitment problem, and now the vlog is off. One day my knight in shining armor will arrive and stick around, right?
Hey, I'm Colin Donnell.
And I'm Patty Murin.
And you are watching the Broadway.com show.
This week's Tweet of the Week comes from Broadway fave Laura Benanti, who is starring in the New York Spring Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall with Derek Hough and the Rockettes. Laura writes, "We have 3 shows today. There's no punchline, only kick lines and tears." Come on, Laura. Your show has a Taylor Swift song, you get to kiss Derek Hough like 13 times a week, and your co-star is a giant Easter bunny. What's there to cry about? Follow this Tony winner at Laura Benanti.
It's time to reveal your latest top 10 list from Culturalist.com. This week, we were so psyched about the return of HBO's Game of Thrones that we asked you to rank which stars from the hit epic fantasy series you'd love to see on the main stem. Broadway.com video producer Anthony Taylor kicked off this week's challenge with John Bradley, aka Samuel Tarley, as his top pick. And here's how you guys voted. Charles Dance, Sean Bean, Gwendolyn Christie, Kit Harington, Maisie Williams, Lena Headey, Richard Madden, Natalie Dormer, Amelia Clark, and your top pick, Peter Dinklage. Check back on Broadway.com later this week for a brand new Culturalist challenge.
On last week's Smackdown, we asked you to name the Broadway star with the most vivacious Velociraptor impression, Sutton Foster or Rob McClure. Yes, this is actually what we asked you. The results are in, and 55% chose Rob McClure's screeching dino impression from the most recent episode of Side by Side by Susan Blackwell. Sorry, Sutton, the award for Best Performance by a Velociraptor is a high honor, but at least you've still got those 2 Tonys. Sadly, the hit musical Mamma Mia is dancing into the sunset, and it got us thinking way back to 2002 when the Tony race was so intense, Mamma Mia didn't even win any. So we wanted to pit 2 more of our favorite musicals from 2002 against each other in this week's Smackdown. If you had your pick, which would come back to Broadway? The 2002 Tony-nominated cult hit You're in Town, or the Tony-winning musical that introduced us to Sutton Foster, Thoroughly Modern Millie? Tweet your vote to Broadway.com with the hashtag #BWaySmackdown and tune in next week to find out the winner.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Broadway.com show. We're leaving you with a video peek at the Lyric Opera of Chicago's stirring staging of Carousel, starring Stephen Pasquale and Laura Osnes as Billy and Julie. Here's hoping these 2 are smoldering together on the Broadway stage soon. See you next week.